Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing: single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss what a Bourbon Hall of Fame should be. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Jeff Andresi, Justine Mays, and Tim Swyatt.
Hey gang, what's up?
Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
Hey, so yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with the Kentucky Bourbon Hall of Fame. In concept, I love the idea. I've struggled with some of the decisions that they've made, and we're going to talk about it, not trying to say, hey, we'd fix this with that. We're going to say, what if the platform got blown up and we just started all over again? What would we look for in a Bourbon Hall of Fame? So we'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Jeff said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, sir?
We're all coming out of what I'd probably call a heat wave around all of our homes and across a big swath of the country right now. And
some relief's coming apparently next week is what I've seen on the news.
Seems like it's coming, but sitting here out sweltering, it's beyond balmy in my garage tonight. Okay. So what do y'all do? What do all y'all do to when you hit a heat wave like this? How do you survive it?
I drink it up. I love hot weather. I am the type that, am I impervious to all hot weather and being hot and all that? No, there's times when I get hot and sweaty and I don't like that. And especially when I'm working in the heat and stuff like that, I hate that feeling. But in terms of going outside and going, emerging from my car and being in the air conditioner and then coming out in the heat, I just feel alive. I feel like that's what life is. Life is warmth. Life is death is cold, right? Our bodies go cold. When you're warm, so I love the heat. I love the summer. I'm careful to be too critical of the summer, even when it's hot as balls, as was already been said on the show, because I'm like, these are the times I wish for when it's, 0 degrees in the wintertime. I'm like, I just wish the summer was here. So I don't want to be critical of summer because then I'm a hypocrite. I just love summer. I love the heat and I want more of it. I want to be in a southern climate and just enjoying warm weather because that's where I feel my best. And you guys, when you get to be my age, the joints loosen up a little bit when it's warm. It's like your car. The viscosity of your engine oil is, when it's very cold outside, is very thick. It's got to warm up. It feels like whatever is in my joints warms up with the heat, and I'm able to move better. That's what I feel.
So I agree with Steve. So it has been like, I will never say it's miserable, but you walk outside and it just feels wet. I don't love that. Yeah. But I'm going to be in it because I have a thing that I call sun guilt. I'm like, if the sun's out, I'm out because I suffer all winter. Like I have that winter depression thing.
Me too. I don't like anything about the winter. The short days and it's bad.
Everything. So I'm like, sun's out, I'm out. So I actually got a little umbrella for my patio and I'll work outside all afternoon on my laptop. like a little bit shaded, but like I'm very tan this summer because I've been outside on the patio, and I'm like, I'm going to enjoy all the sun I can get. And I don't care if I'm sweating through it. I do not care how sweaty I get. I want to be in the sun.
Right.
So for the viewing audience or the listening audience, McNew pulled her sleeve up a little bit, and there was still no tan line. So just to make sure everybody's aware, that tan line does go above the sleeve.
It exists. It's over here. I have one. But
okay. I just got a little glimpse there. That's going to be $3.95 just to see that. That's a deal. That's a deal, folks.
That's a deal.
Tan line. She just showed off the tan line. So we're going to start monetizing the show when McNew's on. So yeah.
I'm still getting 80% of that. I don't.
Yeah. Tim, how about you? What do you think when it's really hot outside?
I was talking this with the daughter. So I just got back from a road trip from Chicago to Salt Lake City, back to Chicago. And we went through all the different types of heat.
Yeah.
Humidity to dry heat to mountain heat to mountain evenings to elevation, the whole shebang. And God, she's like, Dad, I hate this. She's struggling where to go to college and what she's trying to do. She's like, I want to go where I've got colder weather. I'm like, God, why?
Right.
Why? And I'm like, if it's -1 and it's 40 in another place, why are you not going where it's 40? Be outside. Right. I guess I'm a skies out, thighs out kind of guy. It's just where I'm at. I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, I love this weather. I don't care if it's a dry heat or a humid heat. I just love the heat. And I'm totally with you, Steve.
This is good to hear.
I need to have it. That seasonal depression is a real deal, and I'm with you. I think these 90s right now. I hate it because I have to be outside and water the plants, keep that stuff going. But that's called Mother Nature. It is what it is. Right. But I'm outside. I'm not in an office all day. I'm not inside all day. And I don't like that moving from air conditioner to air conditioner in the car. And yes, it's nice to have an air conditioner in the car. I'm not driving with my windows open. Yeah. I do have a convertible, but even still, I'm taking the one with the air conditioning right now because it is too hot to be out there all the time. But man, just to sit outside and enjoy that heat, God, you feel alive.
Yeah. I like to go out in the afternoons. Like I'll go out on my lunch break and just sit in the sun, no umbrella. I'm like, this is my lizard time. Like 30 minutes of lizard.
The recharge time almost.
Yeah.
With that said, though, I mean, I don't think anybody else disagrees. We do like a good hoodie every now and then, too, as well. So there's a balance on there. I can't have this, 24/7, but, 95, 97, 100 degrees with 100% humidity here in the Chicagoland area. That's not for all the time. But for this time right now, give me everything you can get because the shit's coming, and I don't want to deal with that either.
Well, I just want to be, I want to be in a climate where I'm still wearing a hoodie or whatever, but it's like 54 degrees, and I'm like, because I'm used to the summertime temps, I'm like, oh my God, this is the coldest I've ever been. That's the kind of climate I want to live in.
Like my idea is like all day, like you're like in a t-shirt and shorts or like whatever, you're comfortable, hot. But at night, all I got to do is put a hoodie on, and I can still wear shorts.
Yeah,
I want to fully bundle up.
Yeah, Steve, my trip to Key West in 2024 enlightened me because it forced me to leave all of my old underwear down in Key West and to upgrade to the bullpen armadillos. Okay. I no longer have bat wings.
Okay,
that is a big upgrade.
All right. I've been setting aside underwear already for Key West 2027. I got a little pile going. It's like, those go to Key West.
Those have one trip left in them.
We have to leave our underwear in Key West.
Yeah, that's a tradition.
That where underwear goes to die. Yes, you leave it in the garbage can.
Yeah. They make a one-way trip.
They trip. And just think how satisfying that is when you go back. You're like, this suitcase feels lighter. Why would it be? Yes. I bought a couple souvenirs. What? Oh, yes, underwear gone. Yeah. Or if you got a pair of shorts you don't like a little rip, and it's like, I can still wear these one time. Well, they're clean. You run them through the washer, you see it. It's like, you don't want to throw away something that's clean. That's always my policy. So yeah, you got to wear it one more time. So I just pile that stuff up together.
I think, I don't know if it would work for you guys, but I feel like there's a lot of weirdos down there, and you guys are losing money by just throwing them away.
Nobody wants my underwear.
I will be like,
this is a different situation than you might be dealing with.
$5, and you can have these, and then I make money and clear out my underwear drawer.
Well,
and
the general and I. In general, I've had this discussion because she's starting now. We are planning for 2026 Key West.
2027.
This is on the 2027. I'm sorry. Years. it's unbelievable. 2027 Key West. We are planning for this. She's starting to set aside an allocation that are eligible to go, and I'm like, wait a minute, we could sell those. So that has come across as a business opportunity.
Yeah, I think even if they have holes in them, they have like some weird stains, whatever. It
Doesn't matter. There is a
weird stains. Weird stains. Oh.
Oh my!
No.
Somebody's gonna buy those. There's some weird people in the world, and
if anybody wants mine, they're going to be in the trash can at the courtyard in 2027. Yeah,
you can
third
find
week
mine
in January.
as well at the courtyard.
Yeah, they're going to be there. Enjoy. You get that for free. So yeah. That time when I had to gather them all up out of my own room and throw them away because Russell Creed said he was going to stay in my room. There's 3 trash cans in that room, all filled with my underwear, and he's on his way to my room because he missed his flight. Which the Key West, the airport's not big now, but it was even smaller back then. There were like 4 gates, and you're sitting in the middle of all of them. He's like, they moved the gate, so they moved 3 feet, Russell, and you missed it. Yeah. He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, you fell asleep. No, I didn't. They moved the gate.
Oh gosh,
I've been to that airport, buddy. I know what's going on.
Oh, Key West got him. That's all right.
Yeah. I had to throw away my underwear. So myself. Yeah. It takes away my joy because I was like, I just wonder what the maid. She goes in there to clean it because I don't get maid service during the week, so it all builds up, and then when I check out, she goes walking in there and there's like 3 trash cans filled with, 10 pair of underwear. She's like, what in the hell?
They've probably seen so much.
What's going on here?
They're just unfazed.
Why?
Okay, great.
She's like, oh my God. She calls all her friends in. He struck again. He arrived again. It's every year. I got him this time. There's probably a pool on who gets the underwear.
Underwear guy. Yeah.
And how many pair? Yeah. What's the over-unders?
Right.
There's a whole shebang. What kind of style? Tidy whities or boxers?
Yeah.
What is the over-under on Steve's Grunders?
Yeah, take the over because I typically, because it can be hot down there and you do a lot of walking. You're not getting in a car and going to places. You're doing a lot of walking. So if you're out during the day and then you're going to be going out to dinner, between there's probably a shower and new underwear. So yeah, you're averaging more than 1 pair of underwear a day down there. I feel
100% agree. 100%.
Yeah, it just has to happen.
So, since KK and I are sharing the hotel suite, our room is on one side of the living room, and your guys' room is on the other side.
Okay.
Are you going to throw your underwear out?
All 100% because so the situation is there's a communal shared area like a living room.
Right.
Some will go in there, and then the rest of my underwear, the bulk of them will go in Kathy's bathroom. I'm not going to put any in my bathroom.
No, of course not.
Yeah, I don't want that underwear in there. What the fuck do I want that in there?
Are you kidding me? No.
I don't want fucking old underwear in my trash can for a week.
No,
filled with ball sweat and stuff. No. It's not like I'm washing them. It's not like I take them off and wash them. I don't want that in where I'm getting ready in the morning. I'm gonna sneak over and throw it in your two's bathroom.
You get 100%. Sweaty underwear smell for a whole week.
Put a padlock on the door.
Or just set the trash can out in the hallway or whatever. Just like, you know what? Don't even come in my bathroom. Put it in.
Can you imagine a situation where the Neely's property is TP'd with used underwear all across the property?
That would be good.
That could be something.
I feel like mine would
I
stand
feel like
out.
I would not want to be on the other end of that because Royce will definitely bring his gun out for that.
Yeah,
he's going to make Becca deal with it. Are you kidding me? Royce isn't going to touch any of that. He's going to walk away and let Becca deal with it.
Right.
No, he's not going to clean it up, but he will shoot you.
Some of you could get away with this. Me, I got to wear with the big jumbo size underwear. So
So everybody knows it's yours.
I can't deny it. They're like, oh, look at these. Look at whose underwear are these? Or you got their hands.
It's like in 16 Candles. Right. And you know exactly who Steve's underwear is.
Right.
That's exactly right.
Like a medium-sized girl, like they could be anybody's. Those could belong to anyone.
Yeah, there's plausible deniability, as they say, for most of you. For me, not so much.
I feel like
hot weather is what we're talking about.
It went off the rails.
It did. We're talking about do you enjoy heat? Cold. What do you like, Justine? That's we went a long way to get here, but what do you prefer?
I prefer fall.
Okay, fall.
Oh shit.
Most Justine answer ever, right there.
I prefer fall with a close second of spring.
Yeah, because she collects these sweatshirts. She's got to wear them. She's like 200 sweatshirts. She's even wearing one right now in the middle of the summer.
Because in my house it's like 75 right now. But
that is not cold, by the way.
That is not cold,
it is
Justine.
It is for Justine. I wish I had that disease she's got. Whatever it is. I wish I could walk into a place and be like 75. I'm freaking freezing.
Well, I mean, when it's 100 outside, 75 probably feels nice to walk.
Maybe.
But
maybe.
I set mine at 69 just because I think it's funny.
Hey now.
Hey now. Hey now.
Hey now.
It does not matter what time of year it is. That's what
when these kids figure out when they landed on 6'7" that they should have said 6'9", they're going to feel so stupid.
They're going to feel so stupid.
We were talking about that today at the distillery.
Okay. Jeff, you asked the question. What do you prefer? I mean, obviously cold.
So long-term history. I was a lifeguard back in the 80s, and I kind of burnt out in
the. Get pictures of that. We'll have to get pictures of that.
Oh God, I was.
We'll post those. Yeah.
Tan as can be. It was awesome, but I got kind of burnt out from the heat and the sun. But this year, I've been consciously hydrating much better than I ever have. Lots of water. Every other one's a Gatorade Zero. It's back and forth. Doctor told me that's awesome. And I'm making myself be outside more often. Even in this, I'll go sit. I might sit in the shade, but it's still 95 and humid as heck.
Yeah,
and
you should be.
But if you're sitting outside, you're not doing anything. It's not bad.
I'm surviving way better than I ever have. So I am in the garage tonight. And it's hot. I had to hang a fan to try to blow some cooler air from outside. It's still about 20 degrees hotter in here, but trying to be a little different.
Enjoying those 3 weeks of summer you get in Minnesota. So
I know. And now we got the smoke haze, so you think that would drop the temp down a little bit. Right. But anyway, I'm trying, but I'm a fall person. You give me 60 to 78, and
You thrive. You thrive.
Right in the slot for a Dreezy.
There you go. Fair
so
enough.
Fall is good when the sun is out. Like I do love fall because I love spooky things, but like I want it to be like 65, 75, sun out. I don't want rainy.
Well, that's the key for anything. Even if there's snow out, it's not actively snowing, but there's snow on the ground, and it's a nice sunny day. It can make winter tolerable. But that's the key.
We don't do that too often here. Usually it's gray, and I'm just like,
I know.
It's brutal.
Right. That's the problem. It's gray most of the time, and you don't see the sun, and that's what we thrive on, I feel. But, yeah. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. We'll let Jeff go first. He went last time, so that means he's got to go first this time.
All right. I've got another hand-me-down bottle from last Saturday night. It's Old Jet Brothers. It's the Sauterne barrel, so.
Okay.
Ooh, very nice.
Okay. Bassy, you had a little bass going on there. We'll see what happens. Tim's next.
All right. Well, since I visited Lenny at his home at Deerhammer, I was able to pick up a bottle of the Arkansas rum. The Arkansas River rum. This is a shout out to Royce and Adam Stumpf for not following through.
Yes.
On the rum project that was supposed to be for Key West. And
he was the only one who did it. I got a bottle of that too, but I didn't. It's still at my office.
Yeah, I mean, Lenny flat. He's like, Tim, let me copy this bottle. I said, oh no, I'm buying this bottle. So this is purchased by me, not handed down by me, which is very important. I have vested interest in this bottle, so slide on the set.
Okay, Tim's got the lead.
Nice.
This is not something we usually say. Tim has the lead. I'll go next. I think he might hold it. I've got Oxmoor here. This has never been a great cork, so let's see what happens with this one. Now, barely even audible. Justine's next. What do you got?
I have me.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, absolutely! I'm so proud of you.
Is it signed?
Awesome.
No, I didn't sign my own bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer.
My dad was disappointed that I didn't sign his either. This is blend number 1. And it's screw top.
Screw top. Okay. All right, McNew, you're last but not least. What do you got there?
Elijah Craig, right?
Nothing.
Picky over here, but not anything.
Tim wins. So
Tim.
Cheers to Tim.
Cheers, Tim.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Never, better late than never.
Yeah.
Cheers, Lenny.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about a Bourbon Hall of Fame. What should it be? What would we anticipate and like from a Bourbon Hall of Fame? We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
It's JP Knobloch. I have nice hair on the ABV Bourbon Daily Show.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about our ideal Bourbon Hall of Fame.
Yes, we are. So we're not critiquing what we like and don't like about the current Kentucky Bourbon Hall of Fame, the most well-known Hall of Fame when it comes to bourbon. But if we were starting anew, what would be some of the things this group would be talking about they'd like to see in a Bourbon Hall of Fame?
I mean,
no, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I would like to see it set up like as a museum. Like, I want to be able to like walk.
A place you can visit.
Yeah, a place you can
artifacts, visit. See the things that made these people great. They donate some of their personal effects. Yeah.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Football Hall of Fames. I would like it to be a museum. Like their photos are on the wall, like maybe stuff from the distillery, bottles. Like I think it would be a museum.
Right.
So I'm gonna take that idea and go a little further with it.
Okay.
I'd love to see it broken up into wings. So you're gonna have a wing that's heritage stuff.
Okay.
Big stuff everybody knows. There's gonna be some people, brands, whatever it is, gonna make that.
Like pioneers, like your Evan Williams people.
It could be, but my other section was one of them was trendsetters, people who broke new trails. So they could be pioneers of something new.
Okay.
I'm just thinking of, because you get different categories. Otherwise, it starts to be heavy on one certain type of thing versus somebody.
We're following you. We're following you.
That's kind of my thoughts. And,
that's your only two wings.
Well, there's likely more. I was hoping that you guys could
media.
Chime
I feel
in.
like media should be
Media's one.
Yep.
So that's authors, it's writers, it's podcasters, it's
There is a carve out there for the social influencers. As much as I hate to say that, but there's a carve out for some of that in that group, though, Steve.
But it's going to be the ones that made a difference somehow,
right?
Right.
That goes to the overriding fact. There's a line from Steve Jobs that he would say to his engineers, "Go put a ding in the universe." Where are those people that put a ding in the industry that changed something that, I hate to use the Harvard Business Review, pivoted the industry or whatever? Maybe they blazed a new path. Now that is hard to define in that situation, but it's a nice layer of perspective to look at versus pay to play.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to eliminate. Is
right.
How do we eliminate the pay to play? Yes, you spent a lot of money in this industry. Does that deserve you to be in the Hall of Fame, or what did you do differently to blaze a new path for other people to drive a truck through that and take it further?
Yep. Right. What did you do with that money?
That was what mine was going to be. Like, I feel like it has to be people who actually like made a difference.
Right.
Because like some of the people, I'm not saying that they didn't make, like, of the current people. Like, I'm not saying they didn't make a contribution, but some of them, like, I had no idea who they were until they're like, oh, look at this person that's been inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I'm like, who is that?
Yeah. I feel like Jeff's idea could help out with some of that, because I get it. They get a favorable vote, whether it's local or national basis from a politician. They tend to put them in the Hall of Fame now. And if we had a wing that was just politicians, maybe that's just part of it. We realized that we need to recognize those folks.
Yeah, might be.
That's fine. I don't want them to be side by side, though, with Jimmy Russell. The contribution of someone who voted isn't the same contribution as a Jimmy Russell.
In for a different reason. For what they did. Exactly right. So
yeah.
So you have your pioneers, you have your heritage brands, you have your media wing. What about the restaurateur or the mixologist? Is that two separate? Is that the same?
No, I'd call it like adjacent businesses, because I'd like to. Those are obvious, right? Your Jason Brauners of the world, those type of folks.
Who still is not in.
Right. But I think somebody even like a Kelly Ramsey, the chocolatier, she at some point deserves to go in.
God, 100%.
Or Rebecca Ruth, that created the Bourbon Ball or whatever. Those
type
of
chefs. Chef Jeremy McFarland,
right?
Granted, at Bourbon Bistro, but still, but these chefs that have taken bourbon and moved it into something.
You could have a mixologist section that's strictly whiskey or bourbon. Who made a difference in that mixologist? I can see that. Right. I'm going to take Tim, the influencer one. It's going to have a sub wing, and it's the best 4th of July picture people.
Okay.
There's only one that gets voted into that.
That might be, but it's a sub wing.
It's a sub wing. Okay.
And then they just post photos from every consecutive year.
Might be down the hallway to the bathrooms. I don't know, but it's going to be somewhere. It's going to have its own.
It's going to be
somewhere where a bathroom selfie can be taken or something like that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I like what we're going here. Here's another thing that I feel like a Hall of Fame should be. In addition to what you guys have been saying, everything's been spot on, and I agree. There should be some parameters that they have some longevity in the industry. They have how they made a difference and all those type of things. But another thing it should be a Bourbon Hall of Fame, not the Kentucky Bourbon Hall of Fame. Most of the people will be from Kentucky. I get it, because that's the epicenter of the bourbon world. But in reality, it should be open to anybody who's made a difference in the bourbon industry. And a lot of people outside of Kentucky have influenced what Kentucky does, because the business continues to evolve, and you start looking at different finishes and things like that. Those aren't all born in Kentucky and then go out to the rest of the country from there. Some of those are coming the other way.
You might have somebody from Colorado that enters the pioneer wing because they've done something different. They've forged new trails. Mm-hmm. Eventually, if they're successful enough, they could end up in another wing. They could be in the
a Bourbon Hall of Fame ultimately should have Todd Leopold in there or a Dick Stoll, people that aren't eligible to go into the Kentucky Hall of Fame as it is 100%. Right now.
I mean, I don't mind a Kentucky Hall of Fame, but again, we can jab at their selection process, whatever. But you're talking bourbon as a whole, and it's broader. It's so much broader, and there's people doing great things, and now you're starting to see some longevity.
Yeah.
And they've made a difference. They're not just they didn't just win a contest somewhere. They didn't win an award one time.
Right.
They've done some things that we all love.
Maybe you can do this in your retirement, Steve.
I was just going to say that, Steve.
I'd like to.
You have just uncovered the next business idea, because why are we so focused on a state-specific, and there is nobody stepping into the space to create a bourbon Hall of Fame? Because it is the
Bourbon Hall of Fame.
50 states and territories' national spirits. Nobody's done this yet.
Right.
You've got the founding board members right here.
Okay. Then we'll run with that from here. Yeah. I do feel like it just could be done better. And again, you look at somebody, because there's a path that you have to follow. You have to work for Kentucky Distillery to get in. Somebody like a Dave Pickerel, who did work for a Kentucky Distillery, who also, by the way, turned it from a small craft brand into a huge mega distillery. I forget what they went from, like 4 million cases to like 125 million a year, some crazy like that. Dave Pickerel did. He'll never get in. Maker's Mark, I don't know what it was like when he decided to leave the company. It might not have been great terms. When people leave, sometimes there's bad situations.
Yeah, you rarely know the real story, right?
Yeah. So we have no idea what happened there, and they're not going to sponsor him. That means he doesn't get in. If his company's not sponsoring him, there's not a path. Well, Dave Pickerel should be. He helped hundreds of distilleries. He's been called the Johnny Appleseed of distillers, because along the way he turned into a consultant that helps so many people. He belongs in a Bourbon Hall of Fame. He does. So, yeah.
Yep.
No. But what I will give the current state specific Hall of Fame that we all recognize and talk about, I will give them a lot of credit for being open to hearing a fan vote. And Steve, let's not sell short the efforts that you put behind for Jerry Dalton and for Bronner. That we haven't gotten there yet, but we will. But being able to listen to see and highlight some of these other stories that they may be missing that have been brought up from fans, and enough social media cred that, you know what? Yeah, you're probably right. We missed this one.
Right. Yeah.
They've corrected a few things. They've corrected a couple over time. Freddie Johnson in there.
Yeah.
Brand ambassadors, things like that. What they've done, being able to be listening to other outside influences, that speaks volume to, hey, okay, we're not 100% right all the time, and we can listen to other opportunities, and these make sense.
Yeah, Hall of Fame needs to keep up with the changing times. Okay,
right.
So you start with the big names, the ones that started things. I mean, they deserve recognition, obviously, but if that's where primary focus is, it gets too singular, and you run out of stories, and then you start putting people in that. Well, how the heck are they compared to this person who really should be recognized too? So anyway.
Yeah.
I would love to compare the Bourbon Show's Hall of Fame list versus the Kentucky Bourbon Hall of Fame list and see. I would love to see that comparison, just a spreadsheet list of what it is, and kind of see that comparison and see how much is overlapped and how much is recognized.
Yeah.
That would be, because Steve, I thought about it more. I'm like, you know what? You've already done this. You've already done this to the Bourbon Show. And folks, if you haven't listened to the Bourbon Show, you are missing a whole host
200 people in the Hall of Fame for that.
Yes. And voted by Bourbon fans for a purpose. And I think that would be a tremendous comparison.
Right. If you ask enough people that are in the industry, I'm not talking about going into a liquor store and asking people blind who's one of the leading pioneers from the world of bourbon. But if you talk to people that are in the know, that make bourbon, and you're like, from the pioneers, who's the real standout? Not a marketing story. Some of them that are well known are just really fabrications. They're marketing stories. But truly someone who made a difference in the world of bourbon is Dr. James Crow. Not in the Kentucky Bourbon Hall of Fame. Not in there. He has no path to get in there. It's a brand owned by Beam. It's not a family member. It's not anything. There's no, he's been dead a couple hundred years or whatever. There's no like, we'll get him in there. Well, it'll be nice for him to way to cap his career. They don't even think about that. But this is a guy who brought science. He brought process. He brought replication of consistency. He invented a brand. But before that, bourbon was just a generic product that people bought by the barrel. No one was saying, well, what kind of bourbon is that? Who made that? No one cared until they started seeing on the top the brand name of Dr. Crow and Old Crow bourbon, and then they started asking for it. What do you got back there? Oh, we bought this from a local distillery. Oh, do you have any of the Old Crow? He changed. You talk about changing bourbon. The guy did so many things, hydrometer and being able to say what the proof is, not just doing the test, lighting it on fire or whatever. He knows the exact proof. The guy did so much for the world of bourbon, not in the Kentucky Bourbon Hall of Fame, where, by the way, he plied his trade. He was a Kentucky distiller. Yeah. Crazy to me. Yeah. Crazy. But so it'd be open to guys like him. He should definitely be in there, and there would be a process to go through pioneers and make sure that nobody gets left out that should be in there. So
that history just gets forgotten, and they forgot why why consumers enjoy or why they search for some of those unicorns that are true unicorns, and that history shouldn't be forgotten. We shouldn't be held hostage to it, but we need to recognize where it's brought us to where we are today.
Right. Yeah. So. There you go. Well, there is a little bit about what a bourbon Hall of Fame should be, and maybe there will be an evolution of what we currently have, and I'd love to see that. And I'm willing to help for sure if they want me. I've got ideas, so there you go. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Jeff, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and the Cigar Dojo. Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
Okay, Tim.
You can find me on Instagram, SwyGuy2112, YouTube at our flagship whiskey, and RushCreekDistilling.com's curated barrel experience page.
All right, Justine.
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNewABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm going to be at Steve Akeley across all social media. ABVNetwork.com, that's where we keep all of our content if you want to listen to some previous shows. And ABV Barrel Shop.com is what we have, what's in inventory at the Barrel Shop, what events we've got coming up, and so much more. Again, ABVBarrelShop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we're going to have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.